on NP side this game, so that's going to be 1437 heroes, or rogues as it's called these days.
Let's get us back in.
And he'll be helping out Envy. So as far as that mid 1v1 matchup goes, it gets a little bit easier when the Ogre's on your side, not the opponent's.
SVG is going to do his best to punch Solo away. Solo came across. And indeed, in terms of 1437's positioning, do you think we will see him sit mid with Envy at the start, try and get that bit of a beneficial start against no one's Invoker? Or?
Not necessarily.
No.
The safe lane doesn't have the best support and protection for the AUI Sven, and that's where he may look to provide that support himself, depending on where SVG looks to go. SVG with the Windlace will have the Astral Spirit. He'll be able to, if he hits multiple heroes with this early on, he'll be that pesky, harassing ET. You get like 380 movement speed with plus 30-40 damage, and you're very, very good. But unfortunately for NP, their ward got spotted being planted on the cliff, as that will be quickly dewarded by the Invoker, giving him a nice little boost.
Yeah, with that money as well, actually, no one just gets straight up south. Already delivered out to him.
It's definitely handy to have, as NP look to contest this top rune, potentially. With ET, they're very strong in this level 1 fight.
Yeah, that looks like to be enough to throw out the spirit.
Invoker says no thank you, and no rune for VP. Yeah, right.
And NP getting themselves the double, and in fact, in return, taking down the Waters World Envy with a nice little bit of a cash bonus into the lane, and we'll see how this does end up panning out. Lil, it's all going to be down to how well he can pull out the rotations on his Chen. Of course, if the qualifiers are anything to go by for the Boston Major, we know this man can pull out quite a remarkable Chen performance. You know, it's just going to be interesting to see how much he could do against Envy in terms of helping no one out in the mid lane, and whether he can crush this Quops opening.
Yeah. Handy start. Yeah, we'll see where Lil looks to go. Quap is elusive to those Chen ganks with the Blink. It is quite hard to gank that mid lane unless you get like a really good cold snap with an ensnare or a centaur stun or something. But he will find a Wild Wing early on, which means he can play the farming style of Chen with the stacks. Something we may look to see. I like that SVG staying this offlane. He's doing just some pesky right-click damage to Ramses and trying to prevent him from getting that good early farm that we saw Ramses just really walk away with last game on the Jug.
And this bottom lane for Pasha, I mean, how much you feel the Slider's going to be able to get out of this against the Sven and Ogre duo lane?
Should be able to get some alright experience. Ogre's trying to do what he can to zone him out, but the level 1 sprint means that he doesn't have the movement speed to keep up with him, and Pasha just wants to try and leech XP out of this lane for now. Won't be able to get too much farm, I imagine.
Mid lane already looking a lot better for Envy this time round, as he sits 5 for 3 against the 4 for 4. So not falling behind in the first couple of waves like we saw him do so in the last game's matchup. But I guess, as you said, expected from the draft with this hero matchup, Envy gonna have a lot better time than when he was playing the Invoker up against the TA.
Yeah. So for now, it is just going to be the farming jungle Chen. He used the Wild Wing early on to tornado down the camp. He's got some more stacks that he's trying to create, so it could just be a very greedy Chen style if Lil wants to, although with that said, he's suiciding his Wild Wing now to find a new creep for himself. It will be the same tier.
Top lane, Ramses trying to find as much as he can from this side pool. In fact, well, with this disruption, I'm just going to move in, get a few right clicks down with the Elusive Beam, bringing SVG incredibly low. The illusions as well beating into him, and that'll be first blood. They will find the kill in return. MSS chucking out the axes, and may just get himself a double, and he does. MSS, wow, they'll be fine with that one. MP may have given away first blood, but hitting back, getting a double kill on MSS. Solo XP as well. Yeah,
nice play from MP, just baiting them in, knowing that they have the strong Beastmaster. Going for the early point in Wild Actors. We're seeing this more from most Beastmaster players now, getting that 1-1-1 build. And potentially should have been first blood for MP. He had to animation cancel the axes there to make sure he landed them. I think that was probably also like the just concerns over the ping, whether he'd miss it because of the lane seed, but they still get the 2 kills out of the lane. So either way, it's still a win for NP with the Beastmaster coming out on top.
Yeah, Lil still sticking with the farm game at the moment. Not yet to make those rotations. And the question is, when he does, where do you imagine we'll see him go? Will he look towards this top lane to try and crush this duo that MP have got going?
Yeah, top lane sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yep.
He takes out the Hawk right away, so he now knows it's probably safe to smoke if he wants to, and smoke towards either mid or top is definitely a wise call, but SVG could be in a good position to scout this one out and ruin his day. Both players very close to one another. Oh, and he's
blinked into this.
Uh-oh.
Indeed, with the Sunstrike as well, VP.
That's actually a really sick bait by Lil.
Yeah.
He's just camping there, smoked up on the high ground, expecting Envy to blink for that regen rune. And Envy doesn't really make a major mistake there. He sees no one, he thinks he's safe.
And Solar as well. I mean, Solar doesn't end up going down. But yeah, indeed, the thing being the VP get the kill onto MSS. So,
it's going to even up that top lane a bit.
Yeah. Big kills going back the way of VP. CS-wise in the mid lane, no one. 18 for 12 against Envy's 11 for 8. So he is coming out on top. Not as massively so as in game 1. As Envy's still getting the XP, and in fact, got a bit of backup sitting in the mid lane as well. So we'll see if they're able to actually look to do something about no one. They're actually going to smoke up SVG on 1437, and we'll see where they make the movement towards.
Yeah, the creep wave is pushing very close to no one's tower, so it is pretty safe and secure for him to farm up there. Have to go for a bit of a dive. Top lane have gone in instead.
Popping the fairy fires here, MSS with the stick charge as well, trying to keep himself alive, but Rams is just diving in behind the tower, cutting him down. Mid lane, a lot of pressure being put onto no one. Could be in a lot of trouble here, ticking down low with the Shadow Poison, pops the fairy fire. Can he actually survive this one?
Looks like he's going to cold snap soon. They can cold snap under the tower.
And he's going to jump forward, and indeed it will lay down the cold snap, and in fact the tower coming through as well. Envy is going to lose his life. Pasha finds the crush onto 1437. I mean, he's no good. He's fairly tanky. He's not tanky enough.
Questionable ward as well when you're in plain sight there. I guess you're thinking Slider's not going to click to see you planted, but the Invoker who was dead spammed his ping like ping, ping, ping. There's a ward there. So, rough times. And also importantly, VP have early on blocked the Ancient stacking from NP. They have the Sentry and the Observer Ward both there to prevent AUI from getting that big farm advantage early on.
Now, aware this. It certainly doesn't seem as bad as the opening for MP in game 1, but it still is them on the
still not great.
Back. Yep. Bottom lane, throwing out the Stormhammer onto Pasha, but Pasha's fine.
You kind of asked how Pasha's going to do. He's got 15 CS and a kill now to his name. He's had a fantastic time, approaching level 6 already. But he's getting going on here. Doesn't have a chance to get a crush off, so they do kill him.
Nicely chain locked up there with the stuns from 1437 and Alley.
Nicely jinxed, I guess. He was doing fine until that happened, but he's still doing all right. That death isn't going to set him back by any means. It just gives that Aoi a nice little boost to his economy. He's well ahead of the Luna right now in terms of farm.
Envy just about to hit 6, so we'll see if he's able to make some kind of big play with the Sonic Wave. Back towards top, Ramsey's just putting the pressure on the tower. Going to bring the creep army in as well, so they'll look to try and find themselves a tier 1 here, VP. And at the moment, looks like MP will react, and this will be where Envy may try and get something big done with this first rotation.
Still no Sonic Wave though.
Actually walking back into it. Lil's got to be okay, they've got the Eclipse, that's why he's feeling confident. They're going to be able to burst down MSS and just turn back towards the tower. With this rotation from MP, they're just not getting anything done. They've got to be careful as well. Backup's coming in from VP. Pasha, Envy, indeed, he's blinked straight into this one. A double kill for Lil as they take the tower, they take the lives of MP.
Yeah. I think VP weren't really going for Envy because they're like, oh, he's got Blink, let's not waste our time chasing him. Immediately blinked in and aggressively, and you're like, wait, what? What's he doing? Jackie, please. And VP setting up mid now as well.
Now he's surrounded, he's got the war cry. Cold snap down, throws the Stormhammer back onto Invoker. TP coming through as well from SVG. But no one's fine. Back out of range. Still has the backup of Solo. And 8-4, 8 minutes in, VP. Getting a good rhythm to them at the moment. And yeah, a few misplays from Jackie. Has to be careful with these blinks, because as soon as he's out of position, VP very quick to punish the misplay.
Yeah. Lilla's going straight into this Aghanims build that he loves to do on Chen as well, so he's more than halfway there already. He's very farmed, and that is a problem once VP get the Ags online and just start 5-manning down towers. They don't need a mech necessarily. They've got this SD Luna with Forge Spirits, Chen Creeps, throw in a Granite Golem, throw in one of the Black Dragons, and towers will crumble very fast. Black Dragons give you a nice little armor aura against the Sven. Granite Golems can just boost up all your HP, and life is good for VP if they can reach that point unscathed.
Pasha, and he's just coming back down towards the bottom. SVG's on his own.
There hasn't been a single Ancient stack for Aoi yet on this Sven of the Ancients, so that's another big concern for NP, is that they're not getting that farming value out of the Sven. He's top of the net worth now, and that's like potentially going to remain the same, but you really want your Sven to start accelerating and skyrocketing in terms of net worth when you have that Helm of the Dominator with the Ancients.
I'm going to see Jackie and MSS head down towards the bottom lane. They have a Roar, they have a Sonic Wave. Pasha could be in a lot of trouble here. He's going to immediately start to sprint back. Envy jumps forward, but Pasha's going to be fine. Good read of the map, good read of the situation, just getting himself the hell out of there when he's aware that a rotation could indeed be coming in for him on that bottom lane.
Yeah. Envy, a bit ambitious looking in with the Shadow Strike. Knows he's not going to, of course, go down there, and does scare off Slider, but kind of revealing the fact that MP are grouping up to go for this 5-man push, and now VP have time to react, look for a trade elsewhere on the map, or even look to Seb to defend. Although for now, no one down bottom to defend this lane. Slider is still in the neighborhood, but may just be a tower that NP let go as they look for a trade somewhere like the middle lane.
Absolutely, tier 1 going down on the bottom lane, and no response from VP. They will just let this one go. They will send the TP into the tier 2 as they bring over the Shadow Demon. The tower's down and already MP out of there, making sure that VP don't get the trade mid, holding back the creep wave as no one did start to force it in a little bit. But I mean, what's the play here for MP? I mean, the Queen of Pain, a hero that we just don't see a lot. What's Envy looking to do? Does he need to find the kills?
Yeah, they want to find pick-off, really. The Beastmaster Queen of Pain is the duo that can find kills very easily. And I think using some smokes at this stage of the game would do them some good.
Envy up top. Now with the help of Aoi, they should be able to find Ramses, and they do.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, they went for a kill aggressively, but a TP out will save the Ogre, and a nice 3-hero stomp from the ET
That's big.
allowed him to get out.
Getting the Luna kill and losing nothing in response. MP starting to pull the players together. And as we were saying earlier, one of the strengths of MP's side with Envy, making those shot calls, getting the objectives done, and in the right order and right timing as well, where VP kind of being played around here by the side of MP, and it's working out for the time being very nicely. Aoi is at the top of the board. He is ahead of the Invoker and the Luna by a clear 1,000. So it's a much cleaner start here for Aoi this game on the Sven.
Yeah. We've got the Ancients at least unblocked now, so they can start stacking that up. So if they can start looking to go for... There's a huge stack of the Dire Ancients, but that doesn't look like it's going to be something that Aoi can find or take because Luna's already there. 4 points in the Glaives, all you really need. Ramses is on the high ground, and you should be able to farm this over time.
Yeah, and that is going to start to close that gap between him and Aoi. And it's also, a little, 750 gold. He'll have Aghanims done.
Yep.
But they might need to do something mid lane, because MP, they're coming together. They're starting to wrap around behind the tower potentially as well. Aoi laying down the Stormhammer, amplifies out onto him. He's playing it a little bit cautiously. Does have the God Strength, but very aware that VP are coming in, looking to hold this tier 1. Aoi just popping the war cry, backing off, still behind. You've got to look. Yeah, they've still got this wraparound, and Envy indeed just tickling around with Lil with the Shadow Strike.
VP are just not quite ready to fight. They don't have the Eclipse up just yet. They don't have the Chain Aghanim Scepter. They're just short a couple of key items, but they do de-ward NP, so without that behind tier 1 vision, I imagine NP will be less inclined to push, and it seems like they want to just go play aggressive, push out some of these other lanes, and avoid the VP 5-man for now. That VP 5-man is going to cause them a lot of problems as Aoi needs to get that Echo Saber plus Blink timing up as soon as possible. And this bottom lane is a lane he does not want to be.
And immediately going for the TP out. He's going to get another crush. Ooh, no, not quite in time.
God, Lil is 500 from Ags. That is going to be problematic.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
The thing is, of course, MP, with MSS Beastmaster, they've got a lot of push on their lineup as well. So they can take tower trades against the pushing power of Chen and his army. VP, though, with the army, they'll move into the Roche pit, and with Amplified, they'll be able to make short work of this. And in fact, at a pace that it looks like there's not going to be the potential for MP to challenge this. VP are going to get away with Roche for free.
Yep, absolutely. Nothing around the MP side to try and contest it. They are finding the trades at top lane. They took the tier 1 a bit earlier, now they're working on the tier 2. But it doesn't seem VP want to get this one up.
Move for the setup onto MP.
Ooh, couldn't get the cold snap elf in time. Normally a player you'd expect to be able to be fast on the fingers there, but no one wanted to get the Sunstrike and the cold snap.
Dire's
And MP
turret has been killed.
able to get themselves out and away, and in fact, losing the
Dire's
courier
middle
as
tower
well
is under
It's a bit
attack.
awkward.
during that
Chen
momentum.
may just have to walk back home to finish his axe, but not a big deal for him. Doesn't really want to get this Ancient Thunderhide anyways, maybe. Oh no, he's leaving it there. He's saying I want to leave it. That's going to be his first creep. Does have that nice little frenzy spell. Or is he leaving? No, they're going to kill it. Ramses comes over to take it. So he's ideally looking for the dragon or the granite golem. Dragon's kind of maybe slightly preferred just because you can split push with it a bit and push out multiple lanes at once. But ideal scenario is you hit level 11 and get one of each.
All things said and done, certainly looking a lot better for MP here in game 2. Aoi, 1500 towards the Blink Dagger on top of the Echo, and the hell of a Dominator.
Radiant structures are
The VP coming in with a push on mid. Fortification will come out, of course. The tier 1 will almost certainly fall. The question is if they can punish this.
Radiant's middle
MP
tower
is grouped up.
It's SD Luna clock, you know. Solo's got his level 7. We're not even seeing Shadow Demons max out Shadow Poison anymore. That's kind of the sad, dark days we've entered into the 6.78J or whatever patch we're on, you know. Shadow Demons just maxing Disruption. Good fun
Radiant's
stuff.
middle tower is under attack.
Please, RoG, give us a new patch already. Ugh. No, this is, I mean, for VP, it's very strategic right now. They're playing the 5-man game. They're able to push down towers and objectives very well. Envy may actually get, well, I say he may get picked at top. No one actually reveals himself on the creep wave there. Had the Slider blink rotating in, so if Slider had actually caught Envy, that very likely would have been a kill. But I'm not gonna find it.
I mean, Envy at the moment, he's sitting up
He's
there.
gonna creep skip, yeah. This is such an Envy play. He does this all the time. He's been pinging Sliders. Oh no, it's Chen, sorry, very close. Chen has an ensnare. Doesn't look like he'll find him in time. Blink TP, that's classic Envy right there. I feel like I've seen that exact play from that exact spot, like, probably a good 10 times from him.
And meanwhile, down bottom, you can
Ramses
see
is deep by himself here.
a bit of a hunt onto Ramses.
Ancient comes down there, help him out, and not sure much will be done.
You know, Blink's now done on Aoi, so MP, if they were to group up and
Radiant's top
fight,
tower is under attack.
get that initiation, follow it through with a sonic wave from Envy. They've got a lot of potential for the team fights against VP. We'll just see if they're able to find it and look for it. Still, as the farm goes on, no one. Keeping himself up there, 8.1k on top of the Midas, 2.6k gold. I imagine, I mean, still keeping the brown points for the moment. Do you think he gets does he get the bots or does he get something else before he upgrades them?
Possibly straight Ags.
Yep, straight.
It's, if you're 5-manning with your team, it's, and the bots is nice because you can push another lane out and perhaps farm a little faster, but the Ags is like, if you're ready to team fight and push high ground now, the Ags is better. There's a fight going on. No one needs to get here.
Oh, so the big show with the ball slow. You have to be careful. Jump different patches. Coming to 2. Aoi looking for Ramses. And a goal comes through, but it doesn't matter. They've lost the Luna. They managed to take down MSS in return. A good speed pot to no one holding it back. Aoi diving in for the chain kill. Finds a second. MP taking the fight in the moment, 2 for 1. And they're not done yet. Moving forward for more. MP looking towards Solo. Aoi. He's going to have the blink again in a few seconds. Solo held in place again, SVG with these stomps. And MP taking the team fight 3 for 1. Very nicely done indeed. Aoi with the first use of the blink dagger. And they find that team fight that they were hoping for.
Yeah, it's just that. Having the blink dagger is such a... That's Sven's really his first big peak when he's able to initiate on whichever hero he wants. Whether it's take out the SD in the back lines or in this case burst down the Luna and prevent any spells from prevent the Eclipse from really doing what it's meant to do. She dies so fast that it doesn't actually get the kills that he was looking for.
No, really, really nicely done. Aoi and Envy, just as you see, just focusing Ramses and then clearing out the rest of
back in real time. He's getting found by the Slider.
He's got the Storm Hammer.
Oh, that Centaur! What? He dominated that Centaur for that extra stun. That potentially saves his life. I believe Slider actually catches up with a blink stun there. That was a sick play.
Neat little plays, indeed, Aoi. Not one to be held back by the ping issues. Still coming out with the plays to keep himself on top. And MP looking a lot hotter here in this game too. VP still have a lot of pushing power. When given the chance, they will hammer down onto your towers. But MP are finding the trade, they're finding the team fights, and Envy on the mid lane pushing in on the quap. It's consistently finding the space, and he has really got that orchid done. Nearly ready for the next team.
Yeah, that's very helpful when you want to initiate on Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
Particularly, Luna's going to most likely have a Manta style in fairly good time, so less useful against her. But even like a Slider, if you're fast on your fingers and you get the orchid when he blinks in, suddenly he's not getting that crush off. Although, again, it kind of goes back to that point. Very hard to do that when playing on that slight ping that NPR on, but. All in all, this has been a much better team game from MP. They've team fought well. They've used the ET to great effect. And definitely a big step up from what we saw in Game 1 from the North American squad.
I mean, as this game goes on, though, the thing is, we're kind of the queen of pain. This is a hero that surely it's going to fall off eventually. So surely the games are more of a timer for MP, would you say, in comparison to what VP have with the Invoker and the Luna?
Yeah, it's slightly better. Like if you go super, I look at VP's lamp and think it goes a bit better to the late game.
Yeah.
Sven will get farmed very fast though. That's the thing. I think Sven, when he hits that 6-slotted timer, is like that's when you got to go if you're NP. And with Beastmaster scaling well, with Quap, decently scaling hero, I think NP could have options. NP, Envy. He just gets solo kill top.
Yeah, no one.
That was just
outplaying.
He just walked in with Cold Snap. Cold Snap Alacrity. Boom, boom, easy kill. And Envy unfortunately couldn't blink away. Yeah. Queen of Pain going down. It's a bit of a tough kill for NP. It's not a hero they want to see getting picked off, and ideally they want to try to find a trade somewhere on the map, but for now VP are kind of grouped up near this bottom lane, and if fight breaks out, Invoker can TP in using those travels. I think they're quite happy with just the Chen creep pushing this top lane. They've got the Ancient Black Dragon up there.
Yeah.
Chen has hit level 11, so ideally he wants to find that Granite Golem now. He's got one dragon, don't really want a second one. You're typically... Actually, yeah, he's got the Granite Golem at mid, so yeah, he's got the Granite Golem now. You can see there, I like how he groups his creep. The Ancient Black Dragon you just want to send off by itself, push one lane, and then have all your other creeps grouped together, since those three kind of complement each other. Those are the auras, you've got 3 auras together, and those are the ones that you maybe want to have with your team while you split push with the Black Dragon. I say that AUI is looking to hunt down the Black Dragon.
But I mean, Lil just, you know, kind of teasing around with Aoi because he just brings the creep out of there.
Very easy save. Does mean it's still a necessary play for Sven because now the dragon has to go back to Fountain to heal, and it slows down the Chen split push. But for NP, they need to probably go for a move soon. They do not want to let VP get another Roche. I imagine that's what VP are probably not really rushing things for right now. They're waiting to get an Aegis on presumably Luna. Last Aegis went to Invoker. I feel at this stage you're thinking about pushing high ground, and that's Luna's role. So giving Luna the Aegis for the high ground push makes a bit more sense to me.
I mean, so VP now at this stage of the game, are they just looking to sit back and farm up a certain item? Is there something that they're missing for these team fights?
I really think it's not much more than the Aegis.
Yep.
They've got. I like that Chen goes for the Vlads before the Greaves. This is a nice item against the ET. The natural order is kind of problematic, especially for pushing. Luna's a agi carry, so you lose all that armor when you're pushing, but Vlads at least gives you a little bit to make up for that. So he actually goes for the Vlads before he even picks up the mech. But even things like a casual buckler could be really good for VP, just getting whatever you can to boost up the armor for your push.
Radiant's middle
MP with a smoke.
Yeah, they're hoping for a fast Roche respawn, or at least finding a pick off here.
Oh, Solo as well from the low ground has dispelled it on MSS. Look at the Hawks out. Solo already backing away, so they won't catch him out. And the rest of VP, of course, at the moment, 3 of them sitting towards the top, a little down at the bottom lane on his own, actually. Just hiding in the trees. And yeah, now he'll TP back to the mid lane.
This is where VP have this strategic advantage because they can just push out lanes using the Chen creeps.
Radiant's top
They can,
tower
well,
is
they're doing
under
that in
attack.
2 lanes. Chen's pushing both top and bottom lane with his creeps, and that in itself is just such a strategic advantage to have. But Roche's respawn fast, and MP are in the pit.
Oh, and they could take it down at such a rate with God's strength for Naui.
That's a nice sneak. This makes that high ground push that little bit more difficult for VP if they don't evade
Yeah, VP, they were heading over. If they hadn't got wind of that earlier, they would have loved to contest that. But MP just taking it too darn
this.
quickly
They
at
still
this
want to
stage.
fight. They're chasing.
Radiant's top
Considering
tower has
going
fallen.
for a fight.
And MP are out of there. I mean, it really is looking impressive for MP this game. VP still with a lot of power, but MP just coming out on top with the most recent kind of plays. Aui with the BKB done and such, he's going to be quite a beast to deal with in the next fight when VP go head on with MP.
MP have definitely strategically bested VP in some different areas. They've made some really good calls with their team fight selection when they
Radiant's
bursted down the
middle tower
Luna
is
at
under
that
attack.
previous fight. Invoker had the Aegis, so they burst down the Luna. Don't let her get her Eclipse off. And that Roche right there, very smart from NP. So there's been some calculated play. Envy, again, getting found by the Invoker. This time around, there's an Aegis on Envy. He's being chased, though. Ooh, doesn't land. If that Sunstrike lands, a potential kill within a Lucent Beam. This has been a rough Jack. He's going to go for another creep wave, knowing Jackie.
Yeah, there's
Blink around.
no intention for him to CP back at the moment, it doesn't seem.
Yeah, it's on cooldown, but knowing Envy, he'll try to get one more creep wave and also get out. Slider's ready for it, though. Pasha's almost expecting it.
Yeah, I think Envy realizes he can't get away with that play again.
Dude, Pasha knows Envy so well. Like when he's
like,
sitting in
"Come
these
on.
trees,
Come
he's
on,
just
Envy."
expecting Envy to like blink out on this creep wave
Yeah.
right now. He's like, all right, where are you, Jackie? Come on, hit that creep wave. I know you want to.
Yeah, but Envy a step ahead this time. You know, yeah, he knows that if he does that again, it's not gonna fly.
Oh, I was actually thinking Envy was gonna do one of his classic Envy plays.
He won't do it again.
Solo mid.
Yeah, Ignite. It's gonna bring him further though. He should be alright. Actually looks to try and focus Aui out. Pops BKB moving on to no one. Drops a pop though. No one runs away, and that's the BKB charge out. God's strength down for Aui. And they weren't able to find a good fight with it, so VP may look to punish this.
Yeah, I think their call may be just to press forward. They steal a Chen. Chen steals a Hawk, so they've now got the vision for themselves. I was about to say that Hawk's going to die very fast, but then yeah, of course Chen giving it that bonus HP means that's one of the tankiest Hawks you've ever seen, but only has 20 seconds left on it.
Coming across towards the mid lane as well. VP pushing down.
Radiant's middle tower.
And it
has
really was
fallen.
just a case of no God strength, no BKB. They know that MP are unlikely to retaliate. So just taking what objective they could off the map from them. And that's going to be all the outer towers gone now for the side of MP.
They don't try to go for a high ground or anything, perhaps just thinking they're not
Yep.
quite in fighting shape for a Pasha. Ooh, gets very close to Naui there, but not really ready to go. No BKB on Ramses yet. And also there's still the Aegis on the Queen of Pain, so it's a bit dangerous to push. And just the hero composition, the ET, very difficult to push into. I imagine they're waiting for a couple more items. They are going to be going for the Ags on Shadow
I was
Demon.
going to say, they could just wait for that at this stage. At this pace of game.
That could just cripple the Sven. No, getting constantly purged
That's
in
annoying.
a fight and losing your cleave. Yeah, good luck dealing damage, AUI. This is not going to be a fun late game for him against an SD Ags, and that's where the Quapple has to find that SD and just try blow him up using the Orchid. It's worth committing a Sonic Wave to solo kill the Shadow Demon at this point.
Bottom lane, no one.
On the high ground.
Yeah, he
Okay.
spots it in for the round, and the Force Spirit is out. And in fact, the rest of the team might just do their best to try and keep MP involved. Granted, with the BKB comes in, takes down. Oh, no, it's actually there, but they've lost 2 rounds. He actually finding anything. He's found the Beast Ball of the Earth really coming through. Aui's chopped him down. They've lost 3. They're continuing to try and wrap, but VP are paying heavily for this in the mid lane as MP take down 4. I mean, no one got the tier 3, but you gotta ask yourself, was that worth it? I mean, it's an Invoker out of the fight, but that means VP just lose straight up in that team fight, losing 4 heroes.
Yeah, sure,
MP
doesn't
just
feel worth
crushes
it.
them.
No one does it really want to go back in.
Oh,
Dire's middle
He's looking for the kill. That's a gem that's being dropped.
He's looking to style on them.
He's sure as hell doing a good job of
He's
it.
found what, can he get this? Oh, one more touch and he can with the alacrity. 1 4 3 7. Oh, he's actually going to back off. He's a little scared now. Envy's still hanging around in the neighborhood. Oh, he's down. He's lost the Aegis. Now we're coming forward. Can they kill no one yet? BKB pop by out.
Orchid 5 though.
He has been
They've got the
silenced with the Orchid. They've got him. So all in all, just a strategical misplays it feels there from VP. They tried to go for the play with no one going for the rat. They lose the team 5 mid, and then they end up losing no one down on the bottom lane as well.
Yeah, just some risky shot calling coming out from the VP side and very good calling from NP, taking the fight at mid. Knowing that they'd be able to get back in time to deal with the Invoker split push. Yeah, you lose his tier 3 tower.
Look how much money Envy's got.
Yeah, he's not that farmed is the thing. It's more that he hasn't bought anything. He's only got an Orchid, so you're looking at a 29-minute quap with an Orchid. That's a very poor quap.
But he's got a lot of dollar.
He's just not sure what to buy. When you save up this much money on a hero like quap, you're thinking, what item is actually going to help me? Do I need...
What does he get? Does he get Hex? Does he get Ags? What's the plan?
If he doesn't know, he's going to decide
BKB.
BKB. I was about to say, you're considering items like BKB, Ags, the Hex not so much, Shivers perhaps, just for the dealing, like having the attack speed slow against all the illusions and Invoker. But the BKB is one of the safer options. Shivers is definitely an item I think he wants to get at some point this game though, just with all the physical damage coming out from Luna, Slardar, Invoker.
At the moment, VP certainly going to be shaken up by that last series of events. And out on the courier, up it comes for Owie. It's going to be the completed Lincoln Sphere. And I guess this in itself, looking to help you against the Demonic Purge. I guess once the BKB's up, but at the same time, you have got the Amplify to pop it.
Yeah, a lot of things to pop it. It means it's a very long-range initiation though, so it's something you'll often to use on the Sven before a potential amp. So
that's true. Yeah, you got to close the gap.
Fairly reliable, although it becomes less reliable when SD gets the Aghanim Scepter, has multiple charges that he can use. Even so, you force SD to use an extra purge on you, it's still a good outcome. He's just not going to have the constant spam of the purge as easily. This is an item that Owie loves to buy on his Sven as well. I'll see it all the time with his Sven.
And MP looking for a fight. Look at the jungle chop. Isn't that how he storm onto Solo? It's going to be fun for the time in with the tornado. Holding back MP. Nicely done by no one. It looks like that'll be enough to hold them back for this fight.
Radiant's middle tower
MP not looking to commit anything more. The VP still sticking around in the Radiant jungle. From Ramses, he is certainly getting there on farm, but still Owie towering ahead of them at the moment. And Owie, the real threat in these fights when MP do find VP. Again, Lil, able to take a hawk, puts it out, there's the jump in, Pasha finding 1437 and he's out. Down for 45 seconds, a quick kill for the side of VP. The question is how much can they try and force out of the side of MP when they are man down. He does have buyback though.
Without God Strings for 30 seconds, AUI's damage up, which is not quite as scary. Doesn't have to worry about the purge, but by the time he's got God Strings, purge will be roughly back up.
And they're going to buy back on 1437. They realize they need to commit for a fight. Ramsey's just going to pop the BKB, commit for the rack. Raw holds him in place, but they've already found the melee. They'll get the range as well with the illusions from the Luna and VP back off. They've managed to get what they came for. Question is if MP can catch them, but it doesn't look like they can.
Yeah. VP going to fully back off, take all the safe right plays, and leave some illusions behind just for MP to deal with. But a clean Rax claim and Ogre buyback. Not really a big deal that Ogre has to buy back as far as hurting MP, but the Rax loss, that sure as hell hurts them. VP in firm control now. 10k gold lead, can theoretically wait for the next Roshan, something they should have not really let them get the second Aegis on, but VP still have all the tools they need to try and break the high ground come Rosh number 3.
Absolutely. It really is just all down to Owie and the usages of the Godstrike, as we've seen. You know, VP very smart about choosing to take objectives, push fights when Owie doesn't have the ultimate online. And each time we've seen them be able to find that opening, it's been very, very profitable for them. As with that damage limitation with no ult, Owie very much limited in what he can offer and very tentative and doesn't want to jump in and commit. As he knows that they can kine him up, they can take him down still, VP, with the damage that Ramses, Invoker, no one, and of course Pasha can pull out as a tricore.
Yeah. We'll see if MP just try and probably pick their moments now. They need to use smokes to choose their fights, try and contest this next Roche if possible. NB not going for the ship, is going for the AC. It's a similar idea where you just want to tank up as much as possible on the Queen of Pain. And you'll have that completed AC fairly soon, actually. And that could make a difference in this upcoming fight. I don't really see him safe with buyback. I think the AC is one of those items definitely worth giving up buyback for a key Roche fight here. If you have to buy back, chances are you're going to lose the fight anyways. And realistically, you just want every tool you can have for this upcoming Roche fight. NB in a much better fighting shape now than he was previous in this game. Has kept up all right in terms of overall farm. And there we go. He's completed it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, MP, for what feels like pretty much the last 10 minutes or so, they have been kind of sticking to their half of the map. Do you feel with that pickup they're ready to try and go and push the lane down and look to get maybe some more VP's tier 2s? But they've still got 2 tier 2s standing on the side of VP's map.
The toughest thing they're doing right now is actually the Chen split push. The Chen creeps just keep NP back. If you want to, it's very much NP who want to be pushing out the mid lane, contesting Roshan, pushing up bottom, but anytime they leave this top lane, Chen Ancient Black Dragon swoops in, pushes up the wave, and gets it onto the high ground. NP will just go to the Roche. They're going to ignore that Chen creep for now. They know it's just a Chen creep. It's not going to take a tier 3 tower or a rack. It's just going to keep the lane push, so they take another Roche. Much to VP's dismay.
He's going to go for the Tornado and the Stone Strike. Is he going to get the kill steal? As they will still find it. And he just picks up. Good roll from MSS to set this one up, and that's going to be a Shadow Demon down as well. We need to get back, because they're losing the pace pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh,
It's not a trade.
Okay.
This is, VP is just like, well, I guess we'll just trade phase.
Oh, they haven't got TP.
It's Envy.
It's empty. Okay.
The joke's right himself.
I mean, they're just about to be moving.
Yeah, you've got an agent, but
What the hell's going
you've
on?
lost your base.
Oh.
Envy's like, oh
I
yeah.
can't believe it. Well, I can, but I...
See this one before.
All right. Well,
That's-
suddenly mega creeps. That's what it feels like.
And very much was always kind of the plan with Chen keeping that top lane pushed out. NP couldn't really leave their base easily. They went for a very high-risk play trying to take Roche, but as soon as VP recognized they're in the Roche pit, they're just like, okay, that means they're not defending their base. I thought they were going to pressure top, but it was actually the mid lane where they entered the base through mid with the Chen creep allowing their access at top, and then they take mid, they take top. NP's got no real escape. Envy has he buys Boots of Travel. He's like, okay guys, don't worry, I'll solve my TP problems, but it's a bit too late. He had a wand instead of the TP scroll, and that definitely hurts. AUI, same thing. AUI hasn't had a slot for TP, so you can't totally fault him. That was like a very much like a team kind of calls, where he's like, look, I'm going to give up my TP slot so I can just have my Lincolns, have my Echo Saber.
At this point, you know, just got to go down a lane and just try and finish it.
Well, Andy's picked off without ages. Will survive just barely.
Yeah, he's going to live. He's going to live. It's going to be okay. For the time being, cheese on the floor. Envy gets the cheese inside him. He'll be fine now. He looks to move forward to Guntrack for Ramp. Across the BKB. A good roll from MSS holding him back. Patch comes in with a two-man stun. And BKB pulled by Envy. How he's pulling low. He's dropping that fire against Ramp. But Ramp is doing too much now. He's going to roll this through with the Scotty. 4 dead. GG is called. And, that fell apart very quickly for MP. It really felt like they were having a much better time this game than in game 1. But then suddenly, mega creeps and suddenly GG. It was a very MP-esque finish. And